Marley leads Bourne to his cousin Eamon's house. Seeing Marley looking for her keys, Bourne broke down the door. Bourne sees a light on inside and realizes something is wrong. He looks out the window and sees a car driving by. Mari thinks it's Eamon. When she saw that it was Eamon, Mari told him that she was his cousin. Eamon was a hospitable man. He didn't blame his cousin for showing up so suddenly. He even invited Bourne over for dinner that night. But he was a little embarrassed by the arrival of a strange man. Eamon was still a bit embarrassed. Back at the CIA, Conklin analyzed Bourne's escape route. The operatives had located a town called Rayome. They also found out that Marley had a cousin there. The coordinates were quickly sent to the Paris office. Nikki immediately gave the address to the killer. The next morning, Eamon's son told everyone that the family dog had disappeared. Bourne thought something was up. He told Eamon to take the kids and hide in the basement. Bourne's words confused Eamon. He asked Mary what Bourne was doing. Bourne didn't want to explain too much and told him to go to the basement. Eamon had no choice but to take the children to the basement. Bourne found a double shotgun in the house. Once outside, he blew up the oil tanks on the other side of the house. The killers on the hill were also disturbed by the explosion. The smoke from the explosion obscured the killer's view. Even though he had an 8-fold lens, he could not see anything. He had no choice but to abandon his position. At that moment, Bourne ran into the woods at a speed of 100 meters per second. He ran into the woods as fast as he could. He knew from experience that the killer would be hiding in the bushes. So he pulled the trigger and fired a shot into the sky. The birds were so frightened that they flew in all directions. Bourne's actions apparently threw the killer off his game. By now, Bourne was hiding behind a large tree. Looking around, he saw the killer's trail. He switched bullets and quickly went around behind the killer. He didn't give the killer a chance to react. He raised his gun, took aim and fired in one shot. The killer was hit and fell to the ground. The killer tried to pick up his gun and shoot back, but Bourne shot him in the chest. Bourne asked him how many men he had left. The assassin told him there was only one man left on the mission. Before he died, the assassin mentioned the Treadstone program. Bourne wanted to know what Treadstone was. The assassin didn't say and died in agony. After dealing with the killer, Bourne didn't want to involve Marley. He gave Marley all his money. He told her to leave this place, find her own happiness. Apparently Mary had already developed feelings for Bourne. Finally, at Bourne's request, Bourne asked her to get in Eamon's car and drive away. Perhaps she knew that staying with Bourne would only cause him more problems.